Hello and welcome to Reading Rambo, a little podcasting I am doing for this class. 3 episodes long, one for each spotlight and my final project. I'm your host, Romeo Rivers. I'm either your classmate or your student. If I'm not either one of those, I have no idea how you're listening to this, but it's something I'm not even going to worry about because I'm not going to know unless you tell me. Anyway, for our first episode, we're going to be talking about songlines. Now, songlines, or dreaming tracks as they are also called, are the paths along the land or the sky which mark the route followed by creator beings during the dreaming in the Aboriginal Australian animist belief system. Said songlines are recorded in traditional song cycles, stories, dance, and art. They're an essential part of Aboriginal culture and ceremonies and help, connect them to their land. The dreaming is basically a sacred narrative of creation that's seen as a continuous process that links the Aboriginals to their origins. Among the things created in the dreaming are animals. Animals actually played, quite an essential role in the creation of the land and whatnot. Songlines connect places and creation events, as well as the ceremonies tied to the places. Oral history about places and journeys are carried in song cycles. The songs become the basis of the ceremonies enacted in the specific places along the song lines. The song lines describe the land in detail, allowing anyone knowledgeable about them the ability to navigate vast distances of the Australian continent by using landmarks, waterholes, and other natural phenomena. Fun fact, some songlines pretty much say, hey, one of the creator beings literally walked right here in this very spot. The reason being is because there are numerous marks or, excuse me if I have to butcher this word and whatnot, as it's kind of mouthy, petrosomatocalyphs all over, the land, like large depressions and whatnot. If you don't know what a petrosomatocalyph is, it's basically like, let's say, just sit back as I paint this scene for you. Some construction workers are doing their job, constructing. They are putting some cement down there to be sidewalk, and they have pretty much finished their job. The cement is as smooth as cement that has not dried can realistically be, and they are either just hanging around and stuff, waiting for it to dry, or they just moved on to the next spot. And then here comes you, the child, the main protagonist of this story, if not antagonist to the construction workers and the job they're trying to do. And you just come along, nose the cement, and you think, I should mark this. So that's what you do. You place your hand onto the cement, or, for the sake of this story, your foot. And, wha-bam, you've left a footprint, in the still drying cement, and the construction workers are none the wiser. They haven't even noticed. By the time they will notice, you'll be long gone, and there's nothing that they can do about it. That's basically what the petrosomatocalyphs are. They're basically, just marks on the land that the Aboriginals would say, well, we can't explain this through natural means, so it must have been the creator beings. And it would just be, just marks on the land and stuff, if not on rocks, stuff that they can realistically do. So, back to on point and stuff. The song lines could go for as little as a few kilometers, or even more than a few kilometers, like up to hundreds of kilometers, forcing its participants to go through numerous lands that had many different Aboriginal peoples, and they each spoke their own different unique languages and have their own different cultural traditions and whatnot. Due to numerous songlines spanning the land, different language groups, there's a decent chance that different parts of the songs are said to be in different languages. Languages, surprisingly, would not be the biggest barrier, because it's not what song cycles are saying is not the really important part of the song lines. What's really important are the melodic contours and the rhythm. Of course, what's being said is important because of what the stuff's about and stuff, but the melodic contours, they describe the nature of the land, the land that you're passing through anyway. And the rhythm is what helps you understand the song. Listening to the song is the same as walking on the song line and observing the land. The song cycles, crisscross all over the continent, so neighboring groups are all well acquainted, well connected with each other, much like, neighbors in a neighborhood. And there are some song lines that have a very particular set of rules and directions, basically. And if you don't heed said rules and directions, that is seen as a sacrilegious act. Ooh, excuse me once again. So, let's say you're walking through the valley, and all of a sudden you come across a field of grass, and the song line is basically having you walk around the field of grass. But you decide to either cut through the field of grass to save time, or you just want to go the other direction, walk around the field of grass the other way, and make a longer, trek for yourself. Well, that is a sacrilegious act, mister, and you are now in trouble with the tradition police and or the spirit police. So, you better get ready, because they're gonna break your butt like you broke that rule direction thing. And anyway, traditional Aboriginals, they basically regard all land as sacred. The songs for them, they must be continually sang to keep the land alive. Thank you everyone for joining me on this. It was rather fun to do, and whether I enjoyed doing it or not, I have 2 more I have to do. So I'll see you all next time on Reading Rambo. Goodbye.